Hello everyone, it's Kelsey aka Real with Mrs. B, and I'm back today to participate in an awesome collab called 2016 Financial Wins and Failures. So I'm very excited to participate in this to see what everyone else has been doing this last year. What are they most proud of? What have they done that they probably could have done a little bit better at? And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Today I have 5 big wins and 3 failures. So let's start with the failures. So number 1 biggest failure of 2016 was not having renter's insurance before our apartment fire. Our apartment fire was in March of this year, and unfortunately we didn't have renter's insurance. So we had to throw a lot out and repurchase items or just not get new items because we really couldn't afford it. We could have saved us a lot of time and energy and stress if we would have just had that insurance to help save us a little bit. So of course we have renter's insurance now. Hopefully something like that never happens again because it's a big pain. We were fortunate to have a lot of people help us out, but that is definitely a must have renter's insurance or homeowner's insurance. All right, number 2 fail is I have been paying for the gym the entire year and I have probably not even gone 30 times, which is so sad to say. I'm like, oh, all summer I was like, I'm going to go all the time. Now, of course, I went outside a lot, and that's fantastic. But, and I said I would go on weekends and all, and I've come up with excuses of being so busy. So why am I paying, $120, $150 a year on the gym when I'm just not going? So that's something that I really need to work on in 2017, either just axing it or making a conscious effort to really go more often. Number 3 fail is in November, we went way over budget with Red Hot Chili Peppers tickets. We knew we were going to go, and we did start saving for it. However, I kind of have a gambling addiction in which I kept wanting to get better tickets, and they announced new shows, and we went way over budget. So I should have learned from the past because I did that before, like 5 years ago when they came to town. So in the future, if we know that they're going to go on tour, hopefully the next time they do go on tour, though, we'll be out of debt and we won't really have to worry about it too much. But saving ahead of time or not buying more than 2 tickets. So luckily we didn't go into our emergency fund or anything like that to cover it, but it did affect that month's budget. So not great. All right, let's move on to the wins. So biggest win is we budgeted an entire year. All of 2016 was on a budget, which is so exciting. I can't believe that we've been doing this for just over a year now. It's so exciting. It has completely changed our lives, and we have paid off so much debt because of it. And I feel like I am definitely telling my money where to go. And it's just been a phenomenal change. So that is the biggest win for us. Number 2 is because of our budgeting, we paid off our credit cards in June of this year. So we no longer have to pay interest rate on that. We don't have to worry about payments every month on that. It is just such a relief to not have that. And now we can just focus on student loans. So number 3 is we did not touch our emergency fund all year. So despite having the apartment fire, we had some medical bills come up that I wasn't quite aware of. We had to repay our security deposit because they refunded it to us, and it was just a mess. Those luckily aren't huge. They could have been a lot worse. But we didn't touch our emergency fund. Because of budgeting, we were able to reallocate our budget categories and our money and not touch that fund. So that is so exciting to know that, we have that just in case of an emergency, but we can also rearrange our budget to make it work so we don't have to touch that money. All right, number 4 is we combined our income and we both raised our income. So for how long was it? Like almost 3 years, we had separate finances. We had been together for 5 years before we got married, and we just split everything down the half. Split half the rent, half utilities, or you do this, then I do this. It was just easier that way, and that's just the way we did things. So once we got onto this budgeting plan and all, I laid it all out there of how much in debt I'm in and with student loans, and he accepted that, because we're married, that's kind of his debt too. So we finally combined our income, and we were able to put our goals together and work through them a lot quicker. So I believe we combined our income right before we paid off credit cards, which is awesome. That definitely was a booster. And then we also both raised our income. I was working as a substitute teacher before. I now have a full-time job as a teacher, hopefully for next year as well. But that definitely helped. And my husband's been working a lot of overtime. He switched jobs as well. And ultimately, he is making more and is less stressed. So that's fantastic. So I'm very excited about that. And hopefully that continues into the future. All right, number 5, which I'm probably most excited about, is we reached under $50,000 of debt. So at the beginning of the year, I just looked it up, we were at $65,049.08, which is crazy. When we first started this journey, we were around about the same, but because of interest on loans and things like that, we started the year with about $65,000, and we are now today down to $48,389.30. So we were under 50 grand, which I know that's silly because we have a ton left, but it's one of those milestones I'm really excited about. And hopefully next year, I would love to be under 30 or even cut this in half, which would be really awesome. So we have paid off now just over 25% of our debt. So this works, guys. It is awesome. You need to have a budget. You need to stick to it and work with someone to put your goals together and fulfill them. So that is our financial wins and failures of 2016. And if you would like to participate in this, or comment below and let me know what your wins and failures were for the year, I would love to hear them. And please go check out the other collaborators. I will list them all in the description box below. And I will catch you all soon in my next video. Bye.